sit there, feeling sorry for yourself, drowning in your own self-pity. You think you've seen the depths of pain, that you've tasted the bitterness of failure. Let me tell you something, kid. You ain't even scratched the surface. You want to know about suffering? Sit back, listen up, and maybe you'll learn a thing or two about real darkness, the kind that swallows you whole and spits you out in pieces. I was born into this nightmare, a world where hope was a distant memory, something people whispered about but never truly believed in. My mother died bringing me into this God-forsaken world, and my father, he was a drunk, a shadow of a man who saw me as the reason for all his miseries. He beat me until my skin turned black and blue. But the physical pain was nothing compared to the emptiness that gnawed at my soul. You ever been so hungry that you can't remember the last time you felt full? That's the kind of hunger that eats at you. Not just your stomach, but your spirit. I scavenged the streets, fighting off dogs for scraps, stealing from market stalls just to survive. The kids I grew up with, they turned into monsters, each one trying to outdo the other in cruelty, just to feel a flicker of power in their worthless lives. I remember the first time I killed a man. I was barely a teenager, but in this world, you either strike first, or you end up as a corpse rotting in some alley. He came at me with a knife, eyes wild and desperate. I didn't hesitate. The look on his face as the life drained out of him is something that'll haunt me forever. But you know what? That moment was the first time I felt anything other than despair. It was like I had taken control, even if just for a second, of my own fate. Every step I took was a dance with death. I joined the gang, the only family I ever knew, because there was no other choice. We were soldiers in a war with no cause, no glory, just survival. I've seen my brothers cut down in front of me, their blood staining the streets, their dreams snuffed out like candles in the wind. I lost count of the number of bodies we left behind, each one a reminder that life is cheap and fleeting. You think ambition is a path paved with gold? It's a road drenched in blood, sweat and tears. Every inch you climb, you do it with the weight of 1,000 failures pulling you down. You want to rise. You want to be something more than the pathetic creature you are now. Then, you better be ready to embrace the darkness, to let it consume you until there's nothing left but a shell hardened by pain and suffering. Look at these scars. Each one tells a story, a tale of betrayal, loss, and unimaginable pain. This one here, across my chest, that's from when my closest friend turned on me for a handful of coins. Trust is a luxury we can't afford. This one on my leg, that was a reminder that no matter how strong you think you are, there's always someone stronger, someone who'll take pleasure in tearing you apart. I am the Dark Warrior, forged in the fires of hell, tempered by the cruelties of life. My dreams were ripped from me, my soul shattered, but I am still here. I rise not because I want to, but because I have no other choice. To stay down is to die, and I refuse to let this world break me completely. You want to be ambitious? You want to climb out of this pit? Then you need to understand that suffering is not a phase, it's a constant. It's the fuel that drives you, the fire that burns in your veins, pushing you to keep going when every fiber of your being screams to stop. You will lose everything you hold dear. You will face betrayals that cut deeper than any knife. And you will walk through the valley of death with no one but your shadows for company. But if you can endure, if you can embrace the pain and let it mold you, then you will find a strength you never knew existed. You will rise, not because you are destined to, but because you have fought tooth and nail for every inch of ground. You will become something more than just a survivor. You will be a force of nature, unstoppable, unbreakable. Stop whining. Stop blaming the world for your misery. The world doesn't care about your pain, your dreams, your ambitions. It will crush you without a second thought, and no one will mourn your passing. If you want to rise, you need to accept that suffering is your companion, your mentor, your driving force. From the shadows, I will rise, not because I am special, but because I have nothing left to lose and everything to gain. I am the embodiment of pain, the culmination of every dark thought, every broken dream. And if I can stand here, defiant in the face of a world that has done everything to destroy me, then so can you. But mark my words, kid, this path ain't for the faint of heart. It's a journey through hell, and only the damned can walk it. If you're ready to embrace the darkness, to let it fuel your ambitions, then maybe, just maybe, you can find your way out of this abyss. But don't ever forget, the shadows are always there, waiting to claim you the moment you falter. But even as I stand here, hardened by my scars and driven by my suffering, I won't lie to you and say the pain never truly fades. It becomes a part of you, a constant reminder of every battle fought, every loss endured. There are nights when the memories creep in, uninvited and relentless, and the weight of it all feels like it will crush me. The faces of those I've lost, those I've failed, haunt my dreams, their voices echoing in the silence, accusing and unforgiving. It's a torment that never ends, a price we pay for daring to fight back against a world that wants to see us broken. Remember, kid, this isn't about finding light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes there is no light. It's about becoming the light yourself, a beacon in the darkness, burning with the intensity of every hardship you've faced. It's about staring into the abyss and refusing to blink, knowing that every struggle has shaped you into a weapon forged in agony. So, when you're ready to stop feeling sorry for yourself and start carving your own path, I'll be here, a living testament that from the shadows, you can and will rise. Rise from the shadows or be consumed by them. The choice is yours.